Some Lions news and rumors for you folks today, and in this video we're going to be talking about Amon-Ra St. Brown, DeAndre Swift, power rankings. We're going to get into what Jared Goff said, and going forward regarding this football team, a lot of good nuggets in this one. But before we get into today's video, if you think it's a smart and sound idea to stand outside in a lightning storm while wearing nothing but metal gear, standing next to a giant metal tower, to see if lightning actually does charge things, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because we talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors, and sometimes being a Lions fan, you can get struck down. Also, take that like button with you and let that bad boy get electrified. Let's get into today's Lions news and rumors. Jared Goff had something to say about regarding being close to winning. That was a question. He says, "We keep saying we're close. We're close." No, I think we are there. Goff told reporters after the game, like, we're there. We just have to get a first down here. Execute one more play, and throw them one more better ball, and it's over. That game should have been over long before they're able to get back in it. I'm sure they know that, but we let them back in it, and that is our fault. A lot of people are going to say, you got to win to say that statement. I love that statement. In all honesty, it just shows that Jared Goff is confident in his football team. And that's what it's all about. We've seen his confidence so far throughout the training camp, preseason, now regular season. He's a confident young man. Hopefully he can keep it up and get a win on Sunday. I do like it, though. But, folks, I'm going against Tyler, Seattle Seahawks channel this week from Chat Sports. We're fighting each other to see who can get the most likes for the week. Smash that like button. I think 300 likes will help get it done. We're going to have him on here to talk Lions and Seattle. Get after it, but smash that like button. Dan Campbell's talking about DeAndre Swift. He says, we thought about it. That was one of the things I was thinking last night and this morning. So certainly it's on my mind. It's on our mind. If you feel like he's good enough to go, we know he's capable, but not at the expense of him and not being even at 75% of himself. Even every player got to be at a certain point to produce. And then not to mention practice. Not be able to practice and get detailed things. So that's not fair to Swift either, to him or to us. Certainly, we're thinking about it as well. Definitely looks like DeAndre Swift is not going to be playing in this game. Probably won't be coming back till after the bye week. And I think that's a smart idea. I talked about it on my video yesterday. Not even talking about the shoulder injury. This was just prominently his ankle injury. Want to get this guy back to full strength. I think that's really important. This is a 14-game season. It's not just one game. We need this guy going forward. And we're going to talk about the matchup between Seattle Seahawks, and I think the Lions can take advantage of them on the ground game without DeAndre Swift. We have guys like Justin Jefferson that can come in and help out, but get Swift healthy. That's the most important thing. Have him for the long haul. And for his career, regarding being a Detroit Lion, he has not been healthy. His inability to stay healthy. And that is going to be a question going forward after this season. But right now, he is one of the best running backs in the NFL when healthy. No reason to have him out there at a 75%, at a 50%, just to re-aggravate a continuing injury that's going to hurt his production throughout the rest of this season. Sit him down. We have depth for a reason. We built this depth for this exact situation. Lions fans, and I'm sure Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes already knew this, that Swift is a guy who can't sustain quality health throughout a whole season. So what did they do? Well, obviously we get Jamaal Williams, who actually played pretty good last week, by the way. You got Craig Reynolds as well, who is a do-it-all running back. He can take some of the workload. And Justin Jackson, like I just said before, who is that DeAndre Swift big speed capability playmaker. He is a guy that can burn a defense if he can get open. And by the way, folks, our offensive line has been phenomenal regarding the running game. Phenomenal all the way around. So let's utilize his strengths when healthy. Let's use the rest of the guys that we have in this upcoming game. But more important situation here is the health of Amon-Ra St. Brown. Tom Pelissero came out in a tweet. It says, hashtag Lions budding star Amon-Ra St. Brown underwent tests Monday on an ankle injury he suffered in Minnesota. And the results were encouraging overall, per sources. They'll be cautious, but if St. Brown misses time, it shouldn't be anything long term. That is good to know this is not a high ankle sprain, because that would probably be bad results. High ankle sprains are pretty significant. They can hurt a player for many, many weeks. This is probably one of those injuries where rest till the bye week, or just even rest 1 week. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a tough SOB. I'm not worried about him be quote-unquote injury prone. This is just something that happens. And again, just like we have at the running back position, we have some depth at the wide receiver position. So use this depth. Players such as DJ Chark needs to step up. Josh Reynolds needs to step up. But what about Quintez Cephus? Cephus, who we know was having a pretty good year last year before he got injured, is a guy who can catch the ball, he can get separation, and he can make some yards. Have him in this game. Utilize these guys. Utilize Cephus against a defense that's not really good in the pass. Have this guy make some plays. We have other players that can do it, and that's the whole point in building depth, is not just one guy, you remove him, and this whole team suffers. That should not be the case. And, oh, by the way, we need to make sure that we get a guy named TJ Hockenson involved in this offense. Very important for this to occur. Get TJ involved if Amon-Ra cannot go. That is vital. Folks, we got a game on Sunday, and I want to know who you think is going to win the game. Put L if you think the Detroit Lions will win the game. Put S if you think the Seattle Seahawks will win the game. We're going to be talking about the matchup and some key matchups for sure in this video. Hang tight. Let's go ahead and jump into power rankings really quick. Now, the Lions lost. You'd suspect that they would take a plummet, but they did not actually. USA Today, same ranking. They still believe in the Detroit Lions. And again, if you look at the game, the Lions were the better football team. We just lost. Yahoo Sports actually went up a couple spots for the Detroit Lions. Athletic dropped 1 spot. Nothing big there. Sporting News dropped a couple spots. The Ringer went up a couple spots, so it's interesting that the Detroit Lions went up. CBS Sports has been crapping on the Lions the whole season, so no shock there. They put 28th in the NFL, and ESPN dropped them 5 spots. Power rankings, it doesn't actually mean anything. It just kind of tells you what the media thinks of the Detroit Lions. It's something I do like to report on, I like to do to talk about, because, it gives an indication, again, what the bigger, the macro look of the Lions is portrayed by media. So I just wanted to shoot you out there and see what you guys think. What is the ranking you have? Let me know in the comment section. The Lions right now are favored to win in this game by 6 points. Go to chatsports.com/LionsBet. Will they cover? If you believe so, put in the promo code Lions125. You get a 125% deposit bonus. So far, the Detroit Lions have been winning a lot of people money. They have been covering. Vegas has been losing on this one throughout the whole year and last year. This is better than a lottery ticket. Go ahead, bet on that. BetUS, chatsports.com/LionsBet. Let's talk about matchups. And I went through all Seattle stuff here, and I wanted to talk about specific matchups the Lions must keep and take notice of. Seattle Seahawks offense overall is butt cheeks at 28. Passing 21, rushing awful at 29, points per game awful at 29. Lions is much better offensively. Overall rank 3, passing 16, rushing 3, points per game 2. Lions are a really good football team offensively. Defense, we're a little bit closer here. Seattle Seahawks 19 passing, 31 rushing, points per game 21, overall 25. Lions 25 passing, butt cheeks 27 at rushing. Points per game, absolute butt cheeks at 32. Overall 28. This is where the Detroit Lions can take advantage of, though, folks. The Seahawks can't do anything regarding the run game. They are awful. They are 31 stopping the run. The Detroit Lions are fantastic at 3 running the football. Here's the game plan, and it's I'm going to tell you guys right here. Here's the game plan for Ben Johnson. If Amon-Ra is even out, here's the game plan. It's real simple, folks. Run the damn football. You can run all day on these guys. And guess what? You know what that does? Our bad defense is on the sideline. Make this game a physical trench warfare game with Jamaal Williams, Craig Reynolds, and Justin Jackson. Run the effing football. This is exactly what they need to do. I don't care about dominating with high-powered points. Let's be physical in this game and just win it the old school way, running the football. When you have such a mismatch like that, you have to exploit the mismatch. Yes, do some passes with play action because they're not that great in passing either. But make a statement right here. Seattle's coming to Detroit. It's at home. Beat the hell out of them in the trenches and run the football. Get it done. It's not hard. It is something that the Detroit Lions should do in this game. If they do it, the Lions will win. If they stick to the running the football, the Lions will win. I could say a score of 34-31. It doesn't have to be a 40-point banger, anything like that. You run the football, you'll win the game. If you don't, and you want to play fun games, the Lions can lose this game off bad calls and all of that. In the upcoming videos, got videos dropping every single day. Live 4 p.m. on Thursday for the One Pride podcast. We'll break it all down with guests regarding our Detroit Lions. And expect a video with me and Tyler from Seattle Seahawks Chat Sports channel. With that said, folks, adios.